Plotting money.
Yo, what's going on, world? It's your boy Najee from RapRadar.com. And today I got a very special guest, man. Seated to my right, hey, he just dropped the album. He out here killing Fashion Week. My man, A AP Ferg. What's up, baby?
What's poppin'? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm glad I got a, you telling me you on your cigar vibe right now.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I never smoked one of these before, though. This is nice, though. Got a nice burn to it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta get we gotta get the words right, like the tannin and shit. Like I'm learning a little something on it.
Exactly. You know the what you call it, the humidors.
The humidor.
You gotta get the little boxes. You keep the cigars moist. The leaf don't be breaking and all of that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yo, so tell me, I seen you out yesterday. It's Fashion Week right now. Everything happened. You was at the Rihanna shit going crazy.
Yeah. Savage, Fenty Savage, her lingerie. First fashion show, actually.
That was your first fashion show?
Well, it was her,
her
first
fashion.
lingerie Fenty fashion show.
How was that?
It was crazy, insane, yeah.
Damn, I mean, like, you kind of just been into fashion, like, you know, just the way you present your swag and your style. I seen you met Ralph Lauren the other day. Yeah,
that was my second time meeting him because the first time I met Ralph was on 5th at his office, the Ralph office.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know, like, I knew one of the designers that used to design for Ralph. So he used to just give me like the clothes before it came out.
Oh, that's hard.
And like that's where the office was, and I was waiting for this coat that was like only one in the
Just
whole
one of
world.
one.
Yeah, exactly. And then on my time waiting, I see this old little white man with white hair with this crazy ass motorcycle jacket on. It was black and yellow.
Yeah.
Motorcycle, yellow pads on the shoulders, black arms. I'm like, yo, that's Ralph.
Oh, you knew who it was off rip? Like,
yeah. No security, no nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is like meeting Jesus for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I wouldn't even say the fashion god, like he's the god of lifestyle because he really he taught us about branding and how to brand a lifestyle. Because he's from the Bronx, I'm from Harlem, rags to riches story, like I could relate. So, you know, I read all his books. My mom's worked for the Ralph Lauren Healthcare Center, where they was doing cancer prevention and all of that. That he had in Harlem, just crazy. He had it in Harlem. I used to steal all the Ralph Lauren books from out of her job.
Oh, just
catalogs, big stupid joints, yeah.
Yeah.
Word. So
Damn,
it was good to actually get invited to his dinner / fashion show / concert where Janelle Monáe performed, and I accompanied Luca and just a bunch of different cool people that, you know, I run with, so it's cool.
Do the shit feel like is it lit, like just like you in these spaces, you know what I'm saying? Like you in a bunch of different circles.
This shit is fucking lit. I'm really living a dream, bro.
Yeah.
I'm really out here living this shit for real. Like this shit is like not a facade. Like this is not like, oh, this nigga is like faking. Like half the shit that's on my Instagram, like that's like 10% of what I'm living, like in real life. Like, like I don't post like that. Like my friends be like, yo, post. Your fans want to see, keep you updated.
Yeah.
That's why I be posting more now. But like I just brought a new house. Like I live in Jersey now.
Man, that's where the niggas get money live at.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, by next year I'll probably have another house. I'm driving these fast cars in the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm really living this shit. Like I'm really having fun with this shit. So it's not like, you know, I'm not doing it for the cameras. I'm doing it because I'm really enjoying myself.
Right. No, I feel that. I mean, just being at this Fashion Week, I know, you know, I heard you were supposed to be, you know, getting your fashion line together. Was it like privacy in public?
Nah.
What's up with that? Yeah.
What happened with that was, so my bro Carlton, shout out to Carlton Yato. He's a designer as well. He does amazing work. We all went to school together. I went to Art and Design High School for fashion and fine arts. I was building my own brand at the time. It was called Harlem Up. And that was when I was just like, I was like, damn, I can't paint on t-shirts no more. Well, I could still do it, but it was like, how do I monetize and make a bigger impact with my art? And I discovered silk screening.
Yeah.
So my father gave me the silk screen machines. I started making my own designs. And instead of making one shirt for about $100, I'll just make like 1,000 shirts, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And, you know, sell each shirt for about whatever, $20. And that was just a way bigger, you know, come up.
Yeah.
So I started doing that for myself and creating these little brands. And then my friends, I'm like, yo, I could do this shit like we in the streets, whereas I'm the plug. I got the silkscreen machines.
Yeah.
You got your own identity and your own brand. Let's create for yours. Like, so what's the name of yours? Privacy in Public. My boy Carlton had Privacy in Public. And I'm like, I'll just print your shirts. And I'll front you the money since I already making money. Right. I could just, you know, go get.
Oh, you was throwing everything.
Yeah, 12 shirts.
Yeah, facts.
Giving niggas ideas for the colors and, you know, effects to do to the shirts. You know, might throw a little bleach on your shirt, give it a little different identity from what I'm doing. Yeah. And you go sell to your peoples in Queens. Right. And then I have my boys from the Bronx, Famous and Jim, and I came up with the line Famous Gems for them. Yeah. And I was like, all right, you know, we gonna figure out the logo, and y'all gonna do the same thing for the Bronx. And y'all might add like some Swarovski crystals, right, because that's y'all identity for y'all brand. So I was just basically setting up boroughs, and like I was the plug in Harlem.
That's hard. I mean, it's widely noted, like, you know, your pops and his influence on you, just even from a fashion standpoint, and you know, your relationship with Dapper Dan, and how much did all of that, like seeing all of that shit like from early, really kind of just affect you and your sauce and how you move with that?
Well, I didn't meet Dap until like late in the game.
Oh, okay.
So I met Dap after my father passed away, and then he ran through all the stories about how like my father came up to him asking him about silkscreen machines and how to run a business and this, that, and the third. So he was my father's mentor. So he schooled me to all of those things, but me coming up hearing the stories about that before I even knew what he looked like, he was a myth, he was a character, he was like the Hawk, you know what I'm saying, right, or Superman. Yeah. I never seen him really, or like I never seen him, but I might have seen him, but I ain't know what he looked like. Yeah. But I used to get mad clothes from that when I was a kid, and when I finally met him and shit, like we chopped it up and we did so much things together, and I got my brothers prom suits made from him. Yeah. And I just try to make him a part of the conversation again. Before he did the Gucci thing, I was like, yo, how can we, he's a very important place in culture, and he did so much to innovate us. How can I make him a part of this conversation? So I started like doing interviews with High Snobiety or like MTV. I'm like, yo, let's do a sit down with Dapper Dan on his stoop. Oh, you bringing him through, like pull up? Yeah, pull up, so we can make him a part of the conversation and people can know where shit come from. Right. Yeah.
Okay. All right, for sure, man. I definitely got a chance to dive into this album. Yeah. And I mean, first things first, it took like 2 years for this shit to really, you know, for it to drop. What was the, I mean, you dropped a couple like singles here and there, you was throwing some shit, did some features, but what do you think like kind of makes you take time to create it like that?
Well, it's just taking time to live life. Like, I'm a human being at the end of the day, and people don't understand. Like, I was going through so much in my life that, like, you know, when we hit hard. Like, ASAP Mob, you had to be ready. Like, it was like, we had talks inside the crew, like, yo, who's gonna go next? Who's gonna be the next one? Yeah. And, like, I knew that I had to work extra hard. So when Rocky took a step back, I could continue the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? Just like Rick Ross and Meek Mill, or like Lil Wayne and Drake, or Tyler and, you know, Frank Ocean. It's always the second one that it gotta be somebody else that's gonna keep this ball rolling.
That's a fact.
And then we could play tag team. Like, you go in and you rock, and I go back and I write and get my shit together. So life happened, and I just took the time to live life. I took time to, you know, grieve because my first had passed away. Rest in peace to Neil. I took time to spend time with my family. I took time to go out and get inspired. Yeah. And also, it's like I don't talk unless I got something to say. So I ain't really have much to say. Right. Now I got so much to say because I took that time to really gather my thoughts and get business together. I went and bought a house, getting merchandise together, building a strong team, a foundation. Because a lot of artists don't understand, like, you're nothing without your team. Like, I'm nothing without my team. Like, Ferg is a brand. I'm bigger than an artist. Like, artists don't make it past the hood sometimes. You be like, yo, that nigga is as good as Jay-Z.
And then
that nigga never made it to the league, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
nah, I mean, it's interesting you said, like, just the idea, because, you know, I'm from the city, I'm from New York, so when the Mob came out, that was like, y'all niggas really shook up the city for real.
Sure.
When that, just even in that space, like you said, it's like we having discussions like who the next one. How does that work when it's a collective and it's like we all trying to get on? Obviously, Flacco's shit is lit, right? Purple Swag hit so crazy.
But we all made it lit. Like his shit lit because we all made it lit. We all gave him our dreams and aspirations. From producers, I got Tash right there from Very Rare. He worked on a lot of this shit. You know, come here, Tash. Come sit.
Shout out to Tash.
Come have some cigar talk.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
This is Tash. He helped us create our sound. Like he created Hood Pope. He created, what else you created?
I did
Persian Wine, like all of the early on. Purple Kisses for Rocky. Swipe Life. So like we like created this world together. So like whatever his dreams and aspirations was, coming up out of VA, looking at the Neptunes and being different and everything.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about with Team. We had the lyricism and we knew we was a different kid. So we connected with it. Niggas like him and just made it a whole world. So it made it bigger. Like so he's spreading the world in VA.
Right.
We in New York, we hanging out in Houston with Killer Corleone and Bun B and like, you know, I'm creative, Nas is creative. So we like, yo, Flacco, when you get out there, you hold a flag up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to kick the door down. We gonna follow through and then, you know, we handle it like that. But yeah, we all like was just like, we gave all of our energy and synergy to him to go and do what he had to do. Yeah. So we all can, you know, give this ASAP thing legs.
At what point was it that you kind of knew shit was getting real, right? Like when I listened to the Jet Lag record, I know you saying like you worked at Club Monaco and shit like that. Like,
I tried to work in Club Monaco. They ain't hire me.
Oh yeah, what happened? Yeah. They just like you went for application. They just
and my cousin was the manager. Caleb, you suck.
Damn, shit.
I don't know. It just ain't work out. Like, nigga was going to mad interviews and shit was just not connecting. But one year, the shit connected crazy. I got hired at, I did 2 interviews at G-Star. Cause G-Star, this is when G-Star was extra lit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
But this is what happened. They seen Jay West, my bro. Yeah. They seen Juan. They see art and design. That's the school we went to. Right. And they seen how they was fucking up at work, so they didn't hire me.
Damn, for that, so that's a Jay West Juan L.
Exactly. West was sleeping on the job.
Yeah.
So he fucked my shit up. Boom. But I got a second interview, so I'm like, damn, it's lit. I didn't get the job. But I got Uniqlo and I got the security job. I worked at Uniqlo for a week. I thought it was gonna be popping. Was not popping. Clothes was popping, the discount was popping, but
Uniqlo was not. Hold up, when you did security, did you work with your girl at the time? Y'all both did security at like some spot?
Negative. I never had a girl that did security.
Nah.
Yeah. Even though some security guards be having it cheap.
Maybe I ain't though. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Some just like the flight attendants and the girls that work in the airports be having the slacks on with the crazy.
Lit. You always peep it on the like,
with the yikadoos.
For sure.
Nah, but yeah. I worked security. I never had I had a couple girls come sit down and hang out with me on a job though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know it's a lot of hours and shit. Sometimes you gotta do
late night shit.
You gotta call your joints through and shit. You might bag something from the building and all of that.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Help you get through that time.
Word. Nah, for sure. I mean,
but I knew it was gonna get real. Back to your question, when I was working security, and I kept getting calls about the mob because we already dropped Get High at the time. And Get High made it on Mishka blog. That was when Mishka was popping.
Yeah.
I think some people from Supreme posted it, and then like Drake was hearing about us and shit. And then when Purple Swag dropped, I was still working security. That's when shit got out of crazy. It got out of hand.
Yeah.
Niggas started calling with $4 million deals and shit like that. I'm thinking niggas is lying.
Right. I'm
hanging up on niggas. Then niggas is calling me through other people like, yo, I'm dead serious. And then niggas start hitting my family and start like,
damn,
my aunt is like, yo, I'm going to visit my aunt at work and she's like, yo, you know so-and-so, he's about to pull up. And I'm like, damn, I'm trying to get up out of there because I don't know what niggas is trying to do.
Facts.
So like, I finally sat down with a few people, and our thing inside the circle, like the ASAP mob, we was like, yo, fuck all of these niggas because we don't know what none of their intentions is. Right. We don't know. We ain't know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was smart enough to like at least hear what they was talking about. And then I finally met this dude named Gino who was My manager and Rocky's manager at the time.
Yep.
And Gino introduced us to Brian Leach, who gave us the deal, which was for like $3 million or something. So
damn,
that $1 million talk shit was serious.
it's real. Yeah, nah, for sure. I just think it's dope because like when somebody, like you said, is when you got that like a crew, you know, one get hot, the crew is hot. You came out, had your shit lit, but it was like I thought it was just so dope to see you move because everybody didn't know like, yo, is this gonna be like a one-off or is this nigga really gonna be able to? Did you ever feel the
As
pressure?
far as me,
Yeah,
as an artist,
yeah, you was an artist. Like, did you
like
ever feel
when
that
I first
pressure?
dropped
Like,
my first, like you saying, people thought I was gonna be if it was gonna be a one-off when I dropped Work.
yeah,
like my
when
first single.
Yeah, your first single came, went super crazy, it was a hit. Like when you get your first hit, it'd be like niggas don't necessarily know. Are you gonna be able to follow that up? Did you ever feel that pressure just as an artist? Like, damn, I need another one so niggas know like this shit for real.
It wasn't a pressure because I already like. It wasn't a pressure because I knew I could make hits, and I just felt it. Like I just knew what I had. I knew my talent or whatever. And we had so much of a following. Like you gotta think about it. We went to Australia first before like any rappers and shit was thinking about. I was surprised Drake took that long to go to Australia. Like Drake just went to Australia about 2-3 years ago. We've been going to Australia off rip. We was going to UK off rip. So I knew that like even if I never had a hit, as long as I just dropped music, my shit was gonna be relevant throughout the world.
Right.
Anyway, because we traveling.
Right.
And they gonna fuck with it. They fuck with the style. It was more of a cult. But the fact that I did have a banger and I knew how to make bangers, it was like a blessing. So I didn't never really have the pressure. I just wanted to always prove to the people that I'm not a one-hit wonder.
Right.
And I could do it.
I mean, you've proven it a bunch of times over. I know, like, even on this new album, you got, I forget, was it the Jet Lag record? You start off, you got a line like, I made millions off a plain Jane.
Yeah.
Shit.
Ben and Billy on the beat, we do the same thing. Rose gold, pink diamonds in my ring. Ghetto bitch from Crenshaw and she gang bang. Blood walking in, she listening to YG. She scream, my dear motherfucker try to stop me. And she a ghetto bitch, I fucking in Versace. And then I took her to Philly for shrimp and broccoli. We put in work.
That's real nigga shit, right? That's real
Diamond
nigga
bling
shit.
and call me nigga Rachi.
I like that. I mean, how crazy was it? Like, Plain Jane, was that your biggest, like?
It's my biggest song thus far, yeah.
What you was it just? Because the crazy shit about that was like that was off the Trap Lord album.
Yeah.
And you had a lot of features on that.
Nah,
shit.
Plain Jane wasn't off Trap Lord. Plain Jane was off. Plain Jane was off Always Strive. No, Plain Jane was off Still Striving.
Oh, Still Striving. Okay.
Yeah.
But when that shit just came out, what you think it was that made it so crazy? Was it like Nicki kind of jumping on the remix? You think it was just something already?
Nah, because the original went 3 times platinum. Before Nicki got on it. And shout out to Nicki for doing Plain Jane. What Nicki did was Nicki opened me up to a whole female demographic that I wasn't tapped into. I feel like it made me bigger in that world with the girls. So I started doing more features with females. That's why for Floor Seats, I did Rico Nasty. I had Asian Doll. I had, who was it? I got an artist named Antha now. She's from Harlem. She's amazing. She's on wigs.
Right.
It opened me up to the females, but like Plain Jane was just big. I think that people could relate to the suck a nigga dick or something.
Facts.
The nod to Juicy J, shout out to him. People don't even know that if you watch a Plain Jane video, it's a fucking Juicy J verse in the beginning of that shit.
What you mean?
It's an unreleased Juicy J verse on Plain Jane.
In the video?
In the video.
Oh shit.
That's how I flex.
Yeah. All right. We gotta make sure we go check that out.
Video.
Yeah. Oh shit. All right.
Yeah, but I think it was just like a lot of ingredients. It was like Kirk Knight on the beat. He killed that shit.
Bodied that beat. That's for sure.
He made like the whole we kept it nostalgic, but at the same time we pushed it forward and made it innovative.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the sounds.
For sure. I mean, I like the Wham record you got that just dropped. That shit got a real New York feel. Like,
yeah,
I gotta shoulders gotta come out of retirement for that shit.
I'm glad
nigga.
you feel that way about it, because that's how I felt when I was making it. Like Tweak Tune, which is my in-house producer, he's an amazing fucking producer. Like, he's been working with Timbaland, and just like he's from that class and tribe of producers. I would say, like, he reminds me of like a young Pharrell, Timbaland, You know what I'm saying? Like, we like that different sounding shit, like,
Yeah.
you know, pushing sonics to the next level. We got something called sewer sounds. That's what we call
Sewer sounds?
Yeah, sewer sounds.
Okay.
That's what we call our genre of music and the sounds we pushing.
Wow. What does
So
that mean? Like,
it's like industrial sounds. It's like pipes, water drips. It's like fucking
gritty, like
electronic shit mixed with
okay.
like some drum and bass, mixed with like a lot of hip hop influence, and that's what you hear in the new song that I got with Made in Tokyo, Wham, and also Butt Naked. He did that joint too.
with the butt naked joint? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Rico Nasty.
I mean, you got the line in there, the shit that had me going. When nigga said the with the J House on New Year's.
With the
Lenny
J-
S with the whole crew
Oh,
here.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
this nigga wildin' right now.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Flacco told me I shouldn't have said that.
Why?
Cause I don't
Like,
know. He
Hov
just
gonna be
said
tight or some shit?
no. He said they already. Cause I said Lenny S brought the whole crew here.
Yeah.
He said, man, you should just take that line out because you already said you at J House on New Year's. I'm like, but they need to know that Lenny S got us here.
Nah, that made
Shout out
it
to
like,
Lenny S.
that made
Yeah.
it, that put the extra like, oh shit. They got the
Yeah.
whole crew in this bitch?
Yeah, like that's what I want to do. I want to paint pictures like for the kids that's living vicariously through me. Like, I want to show them, like, this is the steps that I'm taking to get to where I'm at. I'm not only showing you where I'm at, flexing in the pictures and all of that. I'm showing you Lenny S got us here. That's how we got here. Like, when I'm at a Rock Nation event or like I'm going to the ball, the Diamond Ball, you know, Rihanna wants me to accompany her and, you know, do the events, but Lenny S is making that call.
That was a super flex, by the way. Rihanna's a cover, you know what I mean? I like that. Yeah. Nah, but sure, like, I mean, I saw you talk on the Who Kid interview just about, like, the experience being at Jay-Z crib, seeing Blue Ivy running around and all that type of shit. How just crazy, because it be moments for me when I, you know, be on some industry shit and I see something crazy and I get inspired, like, damn, my nigga, I gotta get it. How crazy, do you still feel that or get that? Like, how crazy was that moment? Like, yeah.
Yesterday, me doing the Fenty Savage event at Barclays, she had a fashion show, a lingerie fashion show with all the beautifulest women in the world.
Yeah.
And her fashion show at Barclays Center.
Crazy.
Flex. One, flex.
Yeah, big
Two,
flex.
Flex, female clothing designer for beauty, for sportswear, for lingerie, and she has her own house at LVMH. Second flex. Third flex.
Wait, she got a house at LVMH?
Yeah, she got her own like department, own offices, 250 employees,
Man.
each office, shit type shit.
Yeah.
You know, by coastal. Third, African American. And I think Riri's about 30, 31 years old. I'm only 30, so it's like when I see how much she has accumulated and how much success she had with her brand, it shows me where I can take my shit. And I have somebody in a physical form I can ask questions to.
Right.
Somebody I could call and be like, yo, how the fuck did you do that? Like, how you doing this? How you doing that? I'm that guy.
Right.
I'm calling
Just
Puff.
call
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm calling Puff. I said, yo, how the fuck was you blowing up Bentleys and shit?
Right.
Like, how do I do that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, what's you?
Do they give you
I
advice
was blowing
and
up
shit?
my own cars.
Do they give you real advice or do it just be like, keep grinding? Or is it like,
Nah, it's real
really
advice. I'm not talking to you if you're gonna give me some bullshit advice. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
Niggas is really, I told you I'm really out here
That's a fact.
living this life.
Man, cigar life.
Yeah.
Shit. I like the Pups record. You and Flacco did the joint, the Get At Me Dog, you know what I'm saying?
We was trying to get DMX on that originally.
Oh shit. At what point in time is this? Was he just got out at this
He
time?
just got out, and it's funny because, and I this is why I feel like I'm extra in tune and tapped in, because that song I did before, like I didn't even know DMX was still locked up. I just did it because I'm like, damn, this is a hard song, and I just got a thing for like nostalgic thing and things and making people a part of a conversation again. And I'm like, yo, we love DMX. More people should be talking about him.
Facts.
So I'm like, yo, let's do this song. And I told Rocky, let's go back and forth on it. So I'm like, it'd be crazy if fucking DMX get on here, even if he could say a prayer or just whatever.
Yeah.
But I found out that as soon as we did the song, no bullshit on God, 2 days later, this nigga got out of jail. And I'm like this is
perfect.
This is right. This is God doing. This is divine. This nigga's gonna jump on the song. We gonna shoot the video. It's gonna be crazy.
Facts.
It didn't happen that way, but his energy was like I actually pulled up to the. This is what happened, right? I'm on Swizz neck. I'm like, yo, Swizz. This nigga listened to the song, yeah. He said, yeah, he fucking with it. The dog fucking with it. I'm like, all right, he gonna do the verse. He like, yeah. So he tells me to come to the studio one day, right? Yeah. So I come to the studio one night. I'm like convinced. I'm gonna meet DMX. Yeah. We're gonna do this music. Yeah. Cause I just seen Dave East in the studio with it. And I'm like, yo, I've been supposed to see this nigga when he came out. Right. And Dave East is in the fucking studio with him already. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna link up this nigga. They like, yo, this nigga just left.
Damn.
But they was working on the Godfather soundtrack. That's a show that's about to come out about Bumpy Johnson. Oh, all right. And it's called the Godfather of Godfathers. Mm. And it's about Bumpy Johnson's story, how he teamed up with Malcolm X to like go to war with the mob and shit like that.
That's hard. That's
fucking crazy. Yeah. So I wound up doing 4 songs for the fucking soundtrack.
Oh, just because X on that shit too?
Yeah, he's on it.
Oh, all right.
I didn't do a song with him, but I got a chance to do 4 songs.
All right, so it worked out then.
Exactly.
That's what worked out either way. Yeah,
exactly. Right. Shout out to Swizz. I was hot at him until we got to work, and I figured like, damn, we got 4 songs that's going on this hot ass soundtrack.
Divine timing, either way, right?
Exactly.
Nah, I feel that's hard. What made I feel like you got one of them joints like on every album where it's like a classic sample or some shit like that. Is that like an on purpose thing you do, or is just like you hear it beat and that shit just kind of?
That's funny because my manager Dion, he told me that. He said, yo, you do nods like every album, like you do some type of nod.
You always got at least one on there. That
I don't do it on purpose. I promise you, I don't. Like for this project in particular, it's probably like 2. That gives you like that old nostalgic vibe. And that's Dreams, Fairy Tales, and Fantasies that I got with Brent Faiyaz. Yeah. And reminds you of like some 112, Mario Juana's Bad Boy,
he bodied that hook,
R&B type shit.
That nigga killed that hook.
Yep. And it got Pups on it. But I it's just probably where my mind state be at. But I did that song 4 years ago, the Dream song, and Brent got on it like a few months ago. Okay. Yep.
All right, that's hard.
Salam Remy did the beat. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Salam, yeah, for sure. Now, I like that. I mean, obviously, like, you know, you and Flacco had that chemistry, and, you know, his whole case in Sweden was a highly publicized thing and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure.
When I first, like, heard it, for me, like, I didn't think it was going to be that serious. Like, I guess when they first reported it, I was like, all right, nigga, do a couple days, he be all right.
Regular fight shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But then once, like, shit started like Donald Trump getting involved. I was like, damn, this shit's like a real, like this shit crazy. I saw like, they said something to where like Trump was upset that he didn't get a shout out about like him, Rocky getting out or whatever like that. You saw that?
I didn't see it, and I don't really know too much about that situation. All I know is that I'm happy my man is home. Yeah. And it's time to work.
That's a fact.
For real, for real.
What was the vibe like the first time y'all kind of spoke after all the shit? Was it still like?
They wasn't letting that nigga talk for the longest. They wasn't letting him talk for about 2 weeks. Yeah. So he couldn't talk to his family. He couldn't talk to nobody. He couldn't see nobody. So when we finally talked, we spoke on the phone for about an hour, and I was catching a flight. But he was just like, yo, I love you, bro. Like, yo, you tearing shit up. Cause he would like hear like he said they will always play work on TV. Like whenever they show like his videos of him on the news and shit, like red carpet shit. The rapper A$AP Rocky is locked up in Sweden and but like the background of the music would be my song.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah, that is super crazy.
Hell yeah, but he just was like, yeah, man, I'm just in here, man. I just can't wait to come home type shit.
How crazy was this shit? Like, I mean, obviously, like, it ain't no Rikers Island, I'm assuming, but like, is it like some overhead type shit from what you gathered?
Man, I don't know. He knows.
Yeah.
But he told me it's just like, you know, it ain't no place you want to be. It ain't home. It ain't your own space. Picture being a rich nigga and having like everything you work hard for and your luxuries snatched away from you, all because of a fight and somebody taunting you. Right. Like, you know, you just I don't give a fuck if they put me in somebody else's house with like Bellini couches and shit. And they lock me in that motherfucker with great food and caviar.
Eventually
It ain't my
it's gonna
fucking
be-
house.
yeah.
I want to be in my own shit.
Yeah, that's a fact. Word. Nah, for sure, man. I definitely think, like, you know, especially kind of, you know, listening to this album, it's 9 songs. Was there like a reason you constructed it? Like, I don't say it was short, but like I feel like a lot of your other albums be kind of longer. Was that a cognizant decision, or was it just like that's just how you felt?
I feel like that's the future of music. I think long ass albums is annoying.
I said,
You fuck with long albums? How long you
You
think
feel like
an
a
album should
job
be?
when you do that. Like,
I don't know, like 9 to 10 songs really. I don't think people can consume.
Yeah, it's different.
15. Chris Brown be dropping 40 songs on his
Because
shits.
Chris Brown is he's special. He's a maniac. This nigga, every time I hang out with Chris Brown, he doing about 5 songs when I leave.
Yeah.
So like he got that many songs. He just work on a different pace and a different level than everybody. And he could do that. He fucking Chris Brown, regardless of the fact of the matter, if he dropped 2 songs or 1 million songs on one album, he still got 1 million songs that went platinum that he could sell
Just
out
go and
fucking
just-
arenas, so it don't
Yeah.
even matter.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I feel like you work like that too, like everyday recording. Like
Yeah.
you do a reference every 40 minutes probably.
Yeah.
Hear a beat, you're gonna drop a reference.
A lot of people don't even know I work that hard too, as far as music, and I just don't put everything out because I experiment a lot, and I'm always trying to be innovative. Like, just because something was successful, I don't continue to ride that wave like how your normal musician would. They be like, all right, this is the new sound, we're gonna rock with this, that, and the third. I just like to push the envelope. I get bored easy, so I'm like always trying to. All my hits sound different.
That's a
But it
fact.
sounds similar because of my voice. I feel like my voice is an instrument, my ad-libs and everything like that, the way I project my voice, the charisma that I put on a song, I feel like that's the DNA that goes into the song. It's just my beat selection. But you can continue, you're gonna continually see me change my sound and my style. Like for the actual song, the self-titled song, Floor Seats,
Yeah.
the sound is completely different. I sampled Smack My Bitch Up, my Prodigy.
Prodigy shit, yeah.
Exactly, and like rest in peace to the homie that passed away. Yeah, when I did that shit, I was just like, man, I want to go radical. I want to go like out of the norm. I want to do what I feel, and I felt like fucking screaming on a hook, and that's me on a hook singing that shit.
Right.
I'm gonna put some effects on my voice. I want to go this. I'm dyeing my hair blue. Like this is a new Ferg. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure. Just lastly, man, like how's the family doing? You talk about your family like openly in a lot of music, like Uncle Psycho and all of that. Like,
It's not a new Ferg. It's an evolved Ferg. And Uncle Psycho, my family is very good. Like my uncle's still fucking crazy as shit.
still wildin'.
Yep. And T Ferg still looks like the human hawk. Still look 35.
T Ferg.
All my family is close to me. Like I got like my manager is my uncle. Everybody I keep around is just family. And if you're not family, you're close enough to be family.
Right. Nah, I feel that, man.
Word.
Yo, I appreciate you pulling up, dog.
No doubt, G.
My man Ferg. Man, it's a dope
Appreciate
episode of Cigar Talk, man. Make sure y'all go. Hey, we gotta watch that video too. Get that Juicy J verse. for
Yeah.
sure.
Somebody turn that into audio.
Put a
on
meme or
iTunes.
something.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right. Cigar Talk. We out of here.